Thanks in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
It scenes like these in Miami, Florida that have health officials bristling. Spring breakers, many unmasked and gathered in large groups, relishing lax protocols, even as national numbers average between 50 and 60,000 cases per day.
I'm pleading with you for the sake of our nation's health. These should be warning signs for all of us. Cases climbed last spring, they climbed again in the summer. They will climb now if we stop taking precautions when we continue to get more and more people vaccinated. Please follow our recommended public health prevention precautions and be ready to get your vaccine when it is available to you. We're just starting to turn the corner. The data are moving in the right direction, but where this goes is dependent on whether we all do what must be done to protect ourselves and others.
With concerns that a resurgence in case numbers in Europe is indicative of what might follow in the United States.
Equally concerning are the resurgences we are now seeing in some European countries that have had strikingly similar trends in surges during the pandemic as the United States. Each of these countries has had nadirs like we are having now, and each took an upward trend after they disregarded known mitigation strategies. They simply took their eye off the ball.
Daily vaccinations hit peaks over the weekend at 3.2 and 2.7 million shots administered on Saturday and Sunday respectively, with at least 37 million Americans fully vaccinated, or around 107 million who've received at least one dose of a two-dose regimen.
Nearly 30% of adults and nearly two-thirds of seniors have now received their first vaccination shot. And we are accelerating vaccinations in anticipation of meeting the President's goal, being ready to be open up all vaccinations to all adults by May 1st at the latest. Over the last 7 days, we're now averaging 2.4 million shots per day.
Further concerns have been triggered by a spike in air travel. This past Friday saw the highest number of air travelers since a pandemic was declared.
With the coming warmer weather, I know it's tempting to want to relax and to let our guard down, particularly after a hard winter that sadly saw the highest level of cases and deaths during the pandemic so far. This past Friday, we saw more travelers pass through our airports, over 1.3 million. This is the most travelers that we've had in a single day since last March, before the WHO declared the global pandemic. We have seen footage of people enjoying spring break festivities maskless. This is all in the context of still 50,000 cases per day.
But scenes like these, reminiscent of March 2020, 12 months on, 530,000 deaths later. The psychology of this moment is more nuanced than, say, March 2020. Vaccinations are being rolled out throughout the country, with President Joe Biden announcing last week that he would direct states to make all adult Americans eligible for vaccinations by May 1st if they want one. Hospitalizations are down from their peak in January of around 130,000 to between 30 and 40,000 today. So there is a palpable sense that better days are coming. What public health officials are screaming from the rooftops is not so fast. Sherman Briceby's SABC News, New York.